finally have a date for skate./skate4. It is September 16, which is relatively soon. I was actually lucky enough to be invited to the playtest, so thank you EA for that. And I played about 5 hours of gameplay about 2 weeks ago. So now I thought I'd bring you my fantastic first impressions video. I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer that I'm definitely more of a skater and not so much of a gamer. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 did get me into skating, and I loved the series ever since. When Skate 1 came out, that kind of hit me in the right time period and the right age to be completely obsessed with it. The most amount of my time in the Skate franchise is definitely in Skate 1, but I did play 2 and 3 as well, but I definitely wasn't one of those guys that's been playing 3 ever since it came out. Anyway, so let's get into it. I thought it's only fair if we do the good and the bad. So first off, why don't we start with the good? Number 1, it feels great. Skating around, cruising around, and feeling the physics, popping some ollies, flicking some tricks, it does feel really good. There's nothing you can really say about that. I kind of respect the decision that they wanted to stick with the original controls and just kind of like fine tune a little bit more. I do kind of feel like Skate is the nice Goldilocks of, we don't really want the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater controls, but we don't really want the Session Skater XL controls either. It's not necessarily a skate simulation, but it's more just fun for everyone. Experienced hardcore skaters and just casual skaters, non-skaters alike. Number 2, adding in parkour. To me, this kind of seemed like a natural next step and really made sense. I am a huge fan of the parkour mode. Everyone loves kind of like the ragdoll physics and all that kind of stuff, but I thought this really does create like a lot more possibilities in the game and a lot more fun scenarios and a lot more of this kind of like limitless feeling where you can kind of climb up, you can hang off stuff, you can jump in different ways that didn't exist before. So I was actually having a really lot of fun with this parkour mode. Number 3 is the sound design. If you're a diehard skater, you know that skating sometimes really does sound beautiful. You ride over some bricks, you ride over the right thing, you can get all these really cool like auditory experiences, and I really did feel like the sound design in the game was really nailing that. I felt like the Skate series in general always did that, but I thought it was particularly nice in this one. When people have been talking about the always online, they have been only talking about the negative aspects, and the negative aspects 100% do exist, but there are actually some positive aspects too. I feel like there could be some kind of cool events where the whole city gets skate stopped, the whole city is a demo, or there's a contest, or like, I feel like you could actually have these kind of fun, unique scenarios that only exist in this online environment, and I think they are really planning on doing a lot of stuff like that. So I think that is worth mentioning in the pros too. Okay, now let's get to what everyone cannot shut up about, the bad. Everyone's favorite to talk about is the graphics. Yes, they look cartoony. It looks like Fortnite. It's not this grungy, hardcore, skatery type looking game. I personally don't really care about this, but I'm never going to tell you that the graphics are good. To me, this is like kind of low on the hierarchy of priorities. But yeah, like I would rather it didn't look like this. One thing that I thought was a little bit interesting, when these first gameplay videos were coming out, everyone's saying, guys, it's pre-alpha, don't worry, they're gonna change the graphics are coming. Well, yeah, I guess the graphics weren't coming because that did kind of look pretty similar to what we ended up getting. This one is like a little bit harder to explain, especially to someone who doesn't skate, but I guess I'll just go with like an example. Is in Skate 1, the way the whole game begins is with this epic cinematic movie with all of our favorite pro skaters having cameos, and then it results in you waking up in the hospital and starting your skate career. It's kind of like a niche joke that sort of only core skateboarders can appreciate. A non-skater will just watch this and say, I don't get it, it's a normal movie. But we see, oh my god, that's our hero acting as the ambulance, acting as the tree cutter or whatever. And it was like a really fun, nice touch where it's kind of saying like, this game is for the skaters first, and then the non-skaters, yeah, you can play it if you want, but we are making this for the skaters, where it really kind of felt like the priorities have shifted away from that in this new Skate Dot version. It doesn't so much feel like they're trying to immerse you in the culture. It kind of is more just trying to like explain the rules of the game. Oh, this is what a grind is. This is how you do this. This is that. It's like, do your first drop in on this mega ramp. Okay, now ollie this huge gap. It's like, it just like didn't feel right, I guess. Number 3, the AI camera. I hate this stupid robot AI camera with my whole heart. And that is coming from someone who literally made brand deals for an AI drone to film skating. I don't know why, but I really hate this robot thing. It just really feels so strange and so bizarre, and like it doesn't belong in the kind of like skate world universe. Like skate culture is so fun and interesting. It's like, why didn't we lean into what is actually real rather than this kind of like sci-fi? Like in the earlier games, you had this somewhat famous photographer, Redder, that recorded all of the audio for you as the cameraman kind of explaining what to do. And like that was such a nice touch and a nod to the skaters. Kind of ties back to what I was saying before. It's acknowledging the skaters first and the non-skaters second. Whereas this, to just have this stupid random AI just telling you what to do, telling you about the city, it's just really bizarre, honestly. Number 4 is the parkour. One thing that I will say negatively about adding in the parkour, when you kind of mess with the physics and add in new sort of ways to do things, it can create some problems. So one thing that I noticed is you can just roll around infinitely like this in this kind of like strange way. And like, not that that's that bad, but it is also like kind of super weird. And you can roll almost as fast as you can skate, and it's like, okay. Another thing that I realized is that you can hippie jump and then automatically bring the board back to you. So you can effectively like bunny hop. So you can jump up and then bring the ball back to you, and it kind of acts as if you were to do like a bunny hop. I don't know if this is higher than as high as you can ollie, but it seemed almost like it, and I'm sure like the players are gonna utilize this a lot. Number 5 is no offline mode. I don't know too much about this, but my general consensus is if a game is online only, whenever the game stops wanting to host the servers, the game effectively dies. There's a whole thing about pirate software in this situation. I don't know too much about it, but we want to be able to buy a game and play a game as long as we want, not have it for free and then get it to be turned off eventually when we still want to play it 10 years later. Number 6, the creator skater is pretty weak. Now, you know, we talk a lot about the graphics, but I want to be able to make it look at least a little bit like me. Like this was really the closest I could get. Like, man, I feel like I can make myself look closer in like some of the early Tony Hawk games. I thought it was kind of notably like pretty poor. I would like a bit more customization there. Number 7 is free to play / microtransactions. Every single human being on earth hates microtransactions. But if it does make the game free to play, well, then it's something to talk about. But like I'm just complaining about the cosmetics, okay, well, maybe we can microtransact our way to the exact cosmetics we want. Perfect. I feel like the general sentiment, especially of the skaters that liked Skate 1, 2, and 3, is like, please let me pay $80, get the game, and then live my life in peace. But it being free to play and having these microtransactions is interesting. They do say there'll be no pay to win features, which is a good thing, of course. But it did seem like the creator skater and all those kind of things were lacking in the idea to try to get you to buy some of these cosmetic things. Number 8 is the loot boxes. Now, maybe I am not enough of a gamer to truly understand what the heck is going on here, but like just forcing me to watch this stupid thing over and over again. Congratulations, you win. Wow, you unlocked a blue shirt. Congratulations, you unlocked this random thing. Oh my God, you unlocked this sticker pack. You unlocked this thing. Like, I really don't care. I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to go skating. Like, stop making me have to do this. As far as I could tell, I had to keep opening these to like progress my points in the game, but it truly was annoying. I wish there was like a button that can just say open all and just not have to see what stupid things I unlocked, because I don't know, maybe I'm unique in this point, but I really don't care about any kind of collectible stuff. I really don't care about any cosmetic stuff. I just want to actually play the skateboarding game and live my life in peace. But anyway, that is pretty much it. All in all, I'm still amazingly hyped and stoked that this game is coming out. Whether or not it is every single little thing that you want, or it's lacking in some kind of ways, hey, it is actually coming. We're getting a free skating game. It is Skate 4. The time is now. It is coming, and I am hyped on that. So it looks like the game is coming out on September 16. What I was thinking is, on my Twitch, I thought it would be fun to do another live stream where I beat Skate 1, 2, and 3 leading up to the 16th, and on the 16th we beat Skate 4. I'm not sure how long it takes to beat or what it actually means to beat, but that should be very fun. So pull up on the Twitch if you want to see that. I did a similar thing with the Tony Hawk's games, and I beat 10 different Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games, and while I was doing it in the live stream, I blew up over 2,000 balloons, and my whole room was filled with balloons. It was really funny, so I think we'll do that balloonathon with Skate 4, so that'll be very fun. So check me out on the Twitch. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I glazing? Am I hating? Who knows? That's it. I like skate.